The YouTube commentary world went nuts when Colleen Ballinger has been accused of grooming underage fans. The hatred I have towards this woman is just undescribable. I hated her since the beginning of me using YouTube. I started YouTube like when I was 15, 16 years old, and I saw her videos because I used to watch PewDiePie, like all of these big YouTubers, and she would pop up in my screen with her over like drawn red lipstick, and I don't know how the fuck you call it comedy. I understand her target audience were underage people, intended or not. I never understood her comedy style. Like, I never found it funny. Being a mess, having this disgusting makeup, and overdoing your like facial expression so you can see like every wrinkle. Disgusting. The thing is, I just do not understand how YouTubers keep fucking up their apology videos. You either admit or deny something you've been accused of. You apologize if you were wrong, and that's it. That's all you do. You don't have to bring out ukulele. Probably her team told her, bro, do not pull out a ukulele. That's a dumb idea when you are being accused of grooming. Let's say she didn't do it. Let's say it's all fucking accusations by this fan of hers, which I have no idea about either. I don't want to fucking get into it. The fan is specifically using the word grooming, which, when you think of grooming, you mostly think of, sexual grooming. But he states, or she states, I don't know what are their pronouns, just FYI, don't fucking kill me. I'm gonna use that person. That person states that, grooming is more than just sexual grooming. It's getting a favor out of a child because you somehow can manipulate them, control them through whatever your, adult techniques that you have. But let's see if grooming is actually what he claims is. Grooming is when someone builds a relationship, trust, and emotional connection with a child or young person so they can manipulate, exploit, and abuse them. So in this case, it was grooming because allegedly Colleen used this person and also many other young people to, basically work for free. It was yet another sweatshop, but internet sweatshop basically. Colleen also used to do inappropriate things on stage with her underage fans, where one time she basically like opened up the legs of a fan so much the fan was like really distraught and everybody laughed at her, and then Colleen made it seem as if the fan farted on the stage or something like that. I mean, it's a mess. Colleen now herself is a mother. She has a child, and she ventured out into like a different route of YouTube. She has this podcast with Trisha Paytas, yes. And people were bashing Colleen for working with Trisha because Trisha is extremely problematic. I love me some Trisha. I know she's terrible, but I fucking love her. Colleen was basically a backstabbing bitch, allegedly. She used to send OnlyFans photo of Trisha Paytas to like her fans and stuff like that, or to other people, and basically laugh at her. Trisha used to also complain about her husband to her fans and her marital problems. First of all, nobody wants to hear about your marital problems. Like, not even your friends. You bring that shit to the therapist. Nobody wants to, like, it's fun to hear about your boyfriend problems, but when it comes to a husband problem, it's like, that's not interesting, because it's like, it's another stake already. So, as we know, her infamous apology video when she pulls out a ukulele, I'm sure her team was like, please stay motherfucking silent. Do not say anything, especially pull out a ukulele. And she was like, no, I got it. It's gonna be so out of this world. It's gonna be great.
Grab a mic and a hat. Follow me if you can.
Like, I don't know how YouTubers fuck up apology videos these days, like, or TikTokers. It's not like that difficult. It's not that difficult. You address the issue, you say if it's right or wrong, if it's true or not, basically. And if it's true, you apologize and never do that again. Boom, that's easy. And if it's false, you say, hey, bro, it's false. But let's say it was false. Let's say Colleen didn't groom her fans. You still don't pull out a ukulele for something that serious. Because the word grooming is used, and the grooming is extremely heavy word. And you do not address grooming allegations with a ukulele. The only time I find it acceptable to pull out a ukulele and issue an apology video, if you're accused of something, something stupid. People are speculating you're pregnant, or you stole a cookie, or you, I don't know, ripped your pants, like in the store and then showed off your asshole. I don't know, something like that. But you cannot fucking hang out your ukulele like, I'm not a predator, I didn't groom, I didn't sexually abuse them, they just worked for free. She's also saying we're basically happy to see her fall down. I mean, we live in the era where everyone is held accountable, extremely accountable. You either have to be a dick, or you have to keep up your squeaky clean image the way it is. You cannot be like both things at the same time. You're either a bitch that is terrible, or you are a squeaky clean person. Because I mean, if you look at really cancelable people, but they're like admitting they're really terrible and they are behaving like shit, they're not getting canceled because they don't care. I mean, like, there are a bunch of negative comments about them, but it doesn't really affect them anymore because they already have this bad image. But Colleen, you know, especially working with the kids, you cannot have that kind of image. I cannot imagine going to my underage fan and complaining about my husband and like also encouraging them to bully my husband. Apparently that's happened. Allegedly, she kind of hired them to bully her husband online. Yeah. Anyways, what she should have done, if it's not true, she should have just said, hey, this person, my ex-fan, accusing me of this and that, this is not true. And just because it's not true, I don't think I should have apologized because I did behave appropriately. I feel sorry for that person that had that kind of experience, but this is not the experience I had. All these proofs, yada yada, been fake or whatever. You know, listen, if you need a proper good apology video, reach out to PewDiePie. He went through it all and he knows how to properly apologize. Or, you know, you can hit me up, Colleen. I will make sure that you have a shittiest apology ever. I mean, you already done it yourself. Anyways, am I glad that she's going down? Somewhat, yes, because I don't like her. I don't like her. I just feel like she's an unfunny, untalented person in general, and I don't think she deserves what she has achieved in a way. So what's the moral of the story? Do not groom young children. Don't even speak to them. Like, you can speak to them saying, hi, thank you so much for your support. I'm glad you like my videos, yada yada. Come to my shows. That's all you need to do. Like, and make sure there's like 25,000 people as witnesses. So later on, you don't have any accusations. You have to be extremely careful around people. These days, you have to be extremely careful. Like, even if you don't do anything wrong, sometimes you get accused. And I'm sure that happens to some people. It's not so hard to keep your interactions professional. It's like if you go to work. I have a job. I do not speak to my colleagues in an appropriate way. Do you know what I mean? The same should apply for YouTubers and their fans. It's still like your kind of a business. It's still your job. And you shouldn't speak to your consumers in that way. Anywho, yeah. Like a lot of current YouTubers, their wives or their husbands are their fans. I think this wouldn't pass anymore. You know, like what Cinnamon Toast has been saying, you know, because his wife was his fan, but if he was a YouTuber now in this current climate and he wasn't married, he wouldn't do it. Too risky. Anyways, that was it for me. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video.
So hot show. That's hot. No, it's not. Like, literally,